Well, hello and welcome. My name is Randall Patala. I'm a healing coach for ASEA. ASEA is perhaps the greatest medical and scientific discovery of our lifetime. I'd like to show you a little presentation about what ASEA is, why you might be interested. It's a fascinating product. I've been on it for about 9 months now. I've got to tell you, it's changed my life, both personally, physically, mentally. It's done a lot for me. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you a little presentation. Here we go. Okay, what is ASEA? ASEA is the dawn of a new age in cellular health and wellness. I'd like to talk about 5 points here today. This will be a quick presentation. First, I'd like to talk about the human body. What do we really know? What is ASEA? Why is it different? Where it came from, and what kind of business it can make for you and your family. So let's talk about how much do we really know about the human body. Science has really learned more in the last 25 years than in the previous 2,000 years combined. That's for a variety of reasons, mostly because of the introduction of computers, the advances in technology. It's just skyrocketed, especially in the last 5 to 10 years. We now have electron microscopes with 14 million time resolution than the naked eye. I mean, can you imagine seeing 14 million times closer? So nuclear medicine is gaining new knowledge of the cellular processes in the body and what's happening in your DNA. Now ask yourself this: could the latest discoveries of modern science offer any real alternatives? Is it possibly conceivable that modern science could make some astounding, life-changing discoveries? Now remember, just 10 years ago, we didn't have these kinds of microscopes. We didn't have the medical knowledge proficiency. We're really just now coming into a whole new era where things are starting to happen with medical science. Now you might say, well, you know, science has been around for a long time. We've had antibiotics now for quite a few years. Well, here's the truth about antibiotics. Penicillin was actually discovered in 1929, but no one would take it. Everyone said, hey, that's moldy bread. I'm not eating it. I'm not taking it. And literally people died because they were so stubborn. They didn't trust it. They assumed it was poison and they wouldn't take it. And finally, when World War II came around, people were dying by the tens of thousands. And the people in England said, well, you know, let's try this penicillin. And again, people said, no, I don't really want to do that. It's too dangerous. But they were going to die. So if you notice on the right of the screen, a poster from World War II, thanks to penicillin, he will come home. They started using it in 1942, and only then because they had nothing else to stop infections. Now here's the fascinating part. They didn't really understand why penicillin worked until 1973, a full 44 years after it was discovered. So let me ask you another question. Do you think the drug industry is ready to throw away all their products that fill up your basic Walgreens or CVS or Rite Aid? Or do they want to keep you on these products? Do you think they really would like to just say, okay, we don't need all these. Let's go to something all natural. It'll be better for you. No, heck no. They're going to keep pushing their product. Now, what if we could decide for ourselves if new medical discoveries are right for us? I would like to introduce you to ASEA. And again, as I've called it, the most phenomenal invention of our lifetime. It's been called the single greatest health science breakthrough of our lifetime. It's a category creator. There's nothing else like it. It stands on its own. And science said it was impossible, that no one would ever crack this approach to medicine. But what is it exactly? Let's go through a few things. It's not a super juice. You see those advertised all over the place. Take mangosteen juice, take ASEA juice, take all these different things, and you're going to get permanently better. It's going to change your life. Well, it may help, but this is not a super juice. It's also not an antioxidant. While I'm not saying those are bad, that's not what this is. And it's not a vitamin. There's millions of vitamin products out there. This is not a vitamin. It's also not an energy shot. You heard about the quick 6-hour energy. No, we're not that. Okay, so what the heck is it? It goes beyond nutrition and beyond ingredients. It impacts your health at a depth that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. What ASEA is, it's the world's first and only redox signaling supplement. So what is a redox signaling supplement? Well, it's redox signaling molecules, and your body already makes them. Most people know that your body is made up of 70% salt water. You have these little things in each cell called mitochondria, anywhere from 1 to 5,000, depending on how active that cell is and what goal, what its purpose is. These cells take in the food we eat, and they go through the mitochondria, and they kick out what's called ATP energy. It's basically the gasoline that your body runs on. Science has known for many, many years that when it does this, it kicks off 16 molecules, 8 reductant and 8 oxidant, short for redox. Okay, now we've all heard of antioxidants. Science has always said, well, these are just an unnecessary byproduct of energy production, and we need to get it. It's a waste product. And of course, everyone want to get rid of those oxidants. It's oxidation. It's rust on a car that's in your body. Okay, science started looking at these things saying, what are they doing? In 1998, the team of scientists in upstate New York was doing research on this process. Apoptosis is what it's called. And they discovered that these molecules, when they're kicked out by the cells, they were talking to each other and sending out signals, an electrochemical pulse to the brain and to the other cells. In essence, a report card of what's going on in that cell at that point in the body. And then it quickly dissipates in less than 1/10 of a second. Well, since they discovered this, when they discovered it, they won the Nobel Prize because science had never known that these molecules were actually talking to the brain. And since time, over 11,500 studies on redox signaling have been published on the official government website, pubmed.gov, and in peer-reviewed scientific and medical journals. What they discovered was redox signaling molecules are involved in virtually every major body system and function. Mental cognition, joint and muscle support, digestive health, cardiovascular function. It's, in essence, the function of your body. Your entire body is run on cells, and what ASEA does is it affects those cells' ability to report their current status. Now, back a few years ago, the company I'm going to talk about, ASEA, wanted to put out a little brochure about what this process was and how this product worked. So they hired a guy named A.S. Naidu, said, we want a little brochure. Well, 579 pages later, he came up with a whole handbook. And this book is now used in classrooms around the country and around the world to teach this new category of medicine called redox signaling. Cellular health. These molecules are foundational to cellular health. And the guy who stabilized the molecules is a nuclear physicist named Gary Samuelson. And he said the redox signaling process is because it is the process that allows us to generate tissue and maintain our normal function and capacities. Well, what does that mean? Well, what it means is that this is a natural process. This is a native process. Your body already makes redox signaling molecules and always has. The difference is, as you age, every year you get older, you make 1% less. So this is why when a small child gets a scrape or a cut, it'll heal in a day or two. It's also why a small child of 3 can run outside and jump up and down on a trampoline for 8 to 10 hours, come in, go to sleep, and wake up the next morning and go back out and do it again. I'm 60 years old. If I did that, I'd be holding my back. I'd be in a wheelchair. You can't do that as you get older. That's why a cut on someone who's in their 70s or 80s might take 2 weeks to heal because their body simply doesn't heal as quickly. You have deficiencies and imbalances. Your cells simply don't work as well as they did when you were younger. So who thinks this is important stuff? How about this guy, Dr. James Watson? He is the guy who co-discovered the double helix DNA in 1962. This guy is 85 years old. In March of this year, 2014, he put out a paper in Lancet, the British medical journal, similar to our AMA journal. He said, I believe that diabetes, dementias, cardiovascular disease, and some cancers are accelerated, if not largely caused, by a shortage of redox signaling molecules. That's what this all means. He's devoted the rest of his life to studying this phenomenon. So now imagine if you could put more of these redox signaling molecules into your system. It could enhance your body's ability to health at the cellular level and perhaps help your body work like it did when you were younger. Science said, no, these things only last 1/10 of a second. Body. You're never going to do it. They said they're highly reactive and possible to stabilize these molecules outside the body. A lot of people did. From New York, won the Nobel Prize. The medical community went crazy. We've got to perfect this. A load of money into it, but no until now. After 17 years and millions of dollars of heavily patented technology, the company called ASEA achieved the impossible. They created and stabilized redox signaling molecules outside of the body in perfect balance. Okay, how do they do this? They just mix a few things up? Well, let's talk about what they started with. They took salt water. Now, everyone knows about salt water. You know, 3/4 of the earth is covered in it. It's everywhere. It's in your body. Your body's made up of 70% salt water. But what they did was they broke it down into free-floating atoms of sodium, chlorine, hydrogen, and oxygen. They broke it down at the molecular level and rearranged the molecules into stabilized redox signaling molecules. These are reductant and oxidant molecules in perfect balance. And recent studies have shown that these paired up molecules, this is exactly how your body creates them. But as your cells age, they don't necessarily create enough of them. And when you have damaged cells, the body doesn't necessarily know to repair them. What our product does is come in and replace those molecules so your cells can communicate, because your body is meant to heal itself. Your body is perfectly capable of healing itself. So they created it into ASEA. It's a liquid drink. There's only 2 places you'll find these molecules: inside every living cell in your body and inside every bottle of ASEA. Here's the important thing. ASEA is native to the body. Now, fruits and berries are all natural, but you won't find them floating in your bloodstream. Redox signaling molecules are already there, just not in the quantity that your body may need to do an effective job. They spent dollars to test the toxicity, and they have demonstrated a 0 level of toxicity. You could drink a gallon of this stuff, it won't hurt you. It might detoxify you, but it won't hurt you. It is not poisonous in any way, shape, or form. It will not counteract any medicine you might be currently on. It's totally harmless. Well, what could it do? You know, athletes have, of course, an issue where they hit the wall. It's called VO2 max, where they absolutely can't run anymore or can't play anymore. When they tested this product at the Human Performance Laboratory in North Carolina, and all this testing is online, by the way. You'll see things on the web saying it's not, but you can search on ASEA. You can read all the testimonials, all the research papers you want. This is legitimate science. In 2013, just last year, they proved a consistent 12% increase in VO2 max, the time to ventilatory threshold. Now, we all know about Lance Armstrong. He was doing steroids and blood transfusions to try and get a 2 to 3% bump in his VO2 max. Our product proved a consistent 12% increase in VO2 max. Now, do you think the sports world has discovered this? Well, if you've watched any of the Major League Baseball this year, you'll see home runs being hit like they haven't been since the steroid era. And now they test for steroids all the time, so it's not steroids. Guess what it is? It's ASEA. At the Human Performance Lab, they did a double-blind placebo study that showed that ASEA helps mobilize free fatty acids as fuel. And that's a 33% increase in the sparing of muscle glycogen and 29% increase in endurance in mice. When your body runs out of gas, it pulls the muscle glycogen out of your muscles. That's why the next day after you exert yourself very, very hard, like either by running or playing sports or just working, that's why your muscles hurt, because the muscle glycogen has been pulled out. With ASEA, we burn up the free fatty acids that are already in your bloodstream. And in my case, it helps with cholesterol, helps with endurance, helps with mental clarity. But here's the interesting thing. It will do this in only 7 days of taking the product. Now, I'm going to skip over this video here. We can watch it online some other time. Who do you know that deserves to hear about ASEA? One thing we are always asked about is, well, I don't know if I need it because I'm basically feeling pretty good. Well, do you know everything that's going on in your body? How many times have you heard of someone who is perfectly healthy, wakes up just doing great, and they go to their doctor, maybe they have a little stomach ache, and the doctor says, oh, by the way, you have stomach cancer. weeks to live. That literally happened to someone I know. So there are concerns that you don't know about that are happening in your body. ASEA will help you get rid of the things you know you need help with, help you improve them, and also what you don't know about. This whole opportunity of ASEA grew out of an obligation that the owners of the company felt that people needed to know about ASEA. People who had no hope, who had no available treatments through conventional medicine, felt that they needed to be told about this. Now here's something interesting. At our convention in May in Las Vegas, the company announced an external product. These same molecules are available in 5 times strength for external use. Now, while these products are not FDA approved, and we have to be very clear that we say these products are not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure any illness, disease, or symptom, people find they enjoy the results they get when they use these products. I have 3 friends personally who had arthritis extremely bad. Can I tell you that ASEA will cure arthritis? No. Can I tell you that Renew 28 will cure arthritis or help the symptoms? No. But those people are drinking the ASEA and they're applying the Renew 28 in the area that they have arthritis, and they're experiencing remarkable results. Okay, how do you take it? You drink 2 ounces liquid in the morning, 2 ounces in the evening. The Renew 28 you apply anywhere you want. The results are phenomenal. Now, this is promoted as a skin revitalizing gel. We cannot make any medical claims, but in testing at one of the most prestigious dermatology labs in the world, called Dermalab in Europe, they documented in just 28 days a 23% improvement in overall wrinkles. You can see it for yourself. 22% improvement in facial skin texture. 23% increase in smoothness. 20% increase in elasticity, and an 11% increase in skin moisture. This is the lab. They are extremely well recommended. They're one of the top labs in the world, and they gave it their 5-star guarantee, saying they believe this product is phenomenal. This is an actual set of pictures. One of our representatives from Denmark, her name is Ray Dune. She was in the test group. This is what happened to her neck after applying this product and drinking Renew for just 28 days. Now, this is not retouched. It looks like she had a facelift. She didn't. This was not plastic surgery. This was a liquid that she drank and a cream that she put on her neck. So what we like to tell people is if Renew 28 will do this on the outside of your body, just think what ASEA can do on the inside. Now, of course, with every great breakthrough comes massive opportunity. There is a chance to get in on this on the ground floor. According to Gary Samuelson, the redox signaling process is remarkable because it is the process that allows us to regenerate tissue and maintain our normal functioning capacities. This technology has the potential to spearhead the greatest advances in health we've ever seen. Would you like to be in on the ground floor of something that is going to change the way medical science works? Let me tell you a real brief story, and then we'll close here. How this came about. Bertus Norton is a guy, he retired from Kraft Foods. He was their senior strategist. He retired at 59, didn't have to work another day in his life. Frankly, he was loaded. And he was helping, he was searching out a struggling biotech company as a potential investment. And it was strictly on business. They were going to make some money off this. They hired Gary Samuelson to figure out how to stabilize the molecules. This company had been in business for about 12 years, couldn't make it stabilized, couldn't get it working, and they were going to go under, so they got bought out. Now, they stabilized the molecules. They got 40 people to drink the product, and they said to these guys, you can have as much as you want. If you want cases, just order it. You want a pallet of it, order it. We'll send it to you. Well, those 40 people started sending it to their friends and relatives around the world. And pretty soon they had 135 people in 20 countries on the product. And these people were reporting life-changing benefits, just tremendous benefits, saying, we can't believe this stuff. We don't know why it's working, how it's working, but it's helping with so many different conditions. So ASEA said, well, that's enough. We're going to take this, we got to take this stuff worldwide. Let's go approach some big drug companies. And one of those drug companies, Bar Pharmaceuticals, said, yeah, you know, well, they tested it, and they came back and made these people a multi-billion-dollar offer. lifetime wealth, generational wealth. And they said one condition: get the 135 people to stop taking the products and shut down your factory. And ASEA said, why would we do that? This is the most phenomenal thing we've ever seen. And they said, if we do that, all these people are going to die. And they said, so what? People die every day. They wanted to use it free, and they wanted to charge $1,000 a bottle. And so Vertus Norton and the team at ASEA said, no, this has to get out into the public. So what started as a purely business strategy became a purpose-filled mission to change lives around the world. Now, these guys are all up in Salt Lake City. They're very devout Christians. They felt it was their personal mission to help people improve their life through ASEA. And that's where it came from. Okay, so how did they decide to tell the world about this product? How about putting it on the drugstore shelf? Well, it's kind of hard to sell. There's a lot of explanation needed. You need a lot of education. So they looked at different ways, and they said, well, network marketing is really the only way. And now, before you've grown, network marketing is a huge, huge business. You, of course, know Mary Kay. You know about Rodan and Fields, probably, Arbonne. You know about Tupperware. Goes just so many different companies use network marketing. And the reason is ASEA does everything. They handle the payment processing, shipping, and handling. And individuals do the selling. You tell people about it, you get paid. Or you can build a team. Now, J. Paul Getty once said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. And under the system with ASEA, a normal franchisee situation like McDonald's is going to cost you $1 million just to get the license. Then you got to come up with about $1 million or $2 million to build the actual store. And then you got to buy your supplies. Then you got to hire your people. What this product does is give you all the leverage of having a franchise this much. But it is a duplicatable system, but it only costs $40 to get started. Excuse me. You can build a distribution network of individuals who can share your product and opportunity with others. And as you add people, you make a percentage of everything they buy. Very low startup costs. You work part-time or full if you want. There's literally no running cost, no employees, no cap on income. You do the work once and you keep getting paid month after month, year after year. Now, what's interesting about this is it's a consumable product that people receive life-changing results with, excuse me. And there's no competition. You could easily make $1,000 a month. In order to make $1,000 a month in extra income, let's say you had a lot of money put in the bank, you think, well, I'll live off the interest. If you could get 3% interest, which you can't, you can get 1% at the bank these days. It would take $400,000 at 3% interest to get $1,000 clear cash to use for your spending income. With this product, you can get to $1,000 income in a matter of months just by talking to people. We are currently in 23 countries. We just opened up Australia, New Zealand. We opened up Mexico in March of this year. And by our convention in May, we already had people making over $14,000 a month in Mexico. Now, people think of Mexico as a poor country. There's actually a lot of pockets of great wealth. But the Mexican people love alternative medicine, and they have embraced this product wholeheartedly. So we believe we have the ultimate business model. You harness other people's activities with very little investment. You work part-time and you build an ongoing residual income. Now, network marketing's been around for over 60 years. Here are some of the people who believe in it. Back a few years ago, David Letterman show had Donald Trump on. And David asked Donald, said, if you had to start all over again from ground zero, what would you do? And Donald Trump says, I think I'd start a network marketing company. And the whole audience booed. And Donald Trump said, yeah, that's why I'm up here and you're down there. He believes in network marketing because he knows quality products introduced by educated people will get sampled, will get tried, and they'll keep buying them for the rest of their life. And making that 1% of 100 people's income or 1,000 people's income of efforts, it will bring generational wealth to you. How big is direct marketing? Is network marketing? Over $30 billion in 2012 with 16 million people. People you know in all walks of life are in network marketing. it is not the pyramid scheme that you were familiar with from 15 to 20 years ago. Those were all outlawed. If someone runs a pyramid scheme in America today, they go to jail. This is a legitimate company with legitimate product run by exceptionally good business people. Now, we're in the health and wellness area, which accounts for almost 30% of the market. So what's our vision? To attain worldwide distribution in record time with principle-based management and personal development of our associates. Now, this is the most interesting thing you're going to see today. This is our momentum window. This product has been on the market for 4 years and 4 years only. We just had our 4-year convention. So 2010 hits the market, September. Now we're sitting in October 2014, literally just 4 years later. April 2012, we launched in Europe. The European people go nuts. They love alternative medicine. They love this product. It's our biggest selling area right now. Last year, we had 150 million in sales. This year, we're going to more than double that. Now, I wanted to go back. Let me go back and show you something here. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, here's the momentum window. We are right here. Now, what's fixing to happen? This stuff is going crazy. Our sales are going through the roof. They just built last year a new production plant in Salt Lake City where we can handle up to 800 million in sales. So basically over 4 times what they did last year. And then they can advance it at any time and add more. This is where the most money is made. The people who are in down here stand to make the most money as people discover this product. And there's a lot more I can't even get into today in this brief presentation. So it's time to catch the wave. Do you want to be at the end of the last wave or the beginning of the next wave? The last 30 years were vitamins, minerals, antioxidant formulas, exotic juices. You've all seen them. You've all tried them. Did they work for you? I mean, they're help. Yeah, they're good, but they're not like life-changing. They're not eye-opening. The next 30 years are going to be redox signaling molecules. As people discover this stuff, they are going to go crazy for it, and then they will be knocking on your door asking you to sell to them, and then they'll buy it for the rest of their lives. Would you like to have a system like that? Now, insurance works like that, where as long as you have someone under policy, you make money month after month after month. But guess what? You can buy insurance any of 1,000 places from hundreds of thousands of people. ASEA will not be duplicated. They have over 33 patents. And there's a bunch of things in the process of making it that they didn't even patent. So no one's going to have this technology, at least not for the next 50 years. This is the time to get in. People will be the path to your door. So we've got 2 products with unlimited sales potential. We got ASEA for all the internal issues. Now we're into health, we're into fitness, and now we're into beauty and skin wellness. No one else has these products. Each of these industries is $1 trillion, and virtually no one knows about these products yet. I would say at this point, less than 5% of the people in America know about these products, and they are going to blast the industry wide open. So how do we get started? Well, first off, see where you see yourself. You could just want to be a customer. If you're a sports person, athletic, you might want to take it and get that 12% increase in VO2 max. Just improve your own health, feel better, and we're fine with it. I'll be glad to sell you the product. You can get in as a business builder. Great part-time income. I think in this economy, everyone's looking for something else they could do to make a few bucks. If you can make an extra $1,000 a month in just part-time, just telling people about the product, would that sound interesting? I think so. You get your own website for $40. This website allows people to watch videos, find out how to sell it, get trained, order the product. Your name will be for $40, one-time fee. You're going to get your own website. You'll be able to start earning commission. Like yourname.teamasea.com. People can join, and you'll make money off everything they sell. You can do it in any different language. We have sites. We will set it up in all these different languages automatically for you. So to get started today, sign up as an associate. You would simply contact me, send an email to randall@redoxsleep.com, and I will put you in the comp plan. You would activate with an order. 1 case of ASEA is $120, and the product costs about the same as a Starbucks coffee every day. And people say, wow, that's so expensive. Well, if it's making major changes in your life, would that be important to you? What would you rather have, the extra $3, $4 a day, or would you rather have good health? Now, we're talking about people with migraines, people with arthritis, people even with Alzheimer's, the C word, a lot of different things we can help them with. So there's also discounts for ordering in quantity. You can set up a convenient auto ship. And I'm just going to breeze through this. You get a free case if you stick with it for 4 months. Some people get a result in 1 week. I got a result in 2 days. But if you're ultra healthy, it might take a couple, 3 months till you see tremendous difference in your life. But there's different ways to make money. You can make money through a lot of different ways. We have so many people now who are going what we call triple diamond, meaning they have a lot of people in their network. Those people are literally making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. Now, will you do that well? It depends if you buckle down and find people. If you know a lot of people with medical issues, it's kind of like shooting fish in a tank, because once they try the product, and that is the hard thing, getting them to try the product. Once they do, they're going to be in love with this product. So you build one brick at a time, 4 people, 4 people, 4 people. And every time you do, you got people working under you. And you can make literally unlimited amounts of people. We have limited amounts of money. We have people who are having teams in the thousands of people. And they have their own lifestyle. And that's really what we're selling here, is a whole different lifestyle where you don't have to worry about showing up for work. You want to go on a trip? Fine. Get on a plane. Go anywhere you want. Want to stay in the Bahamas for a month? Go ahead. Do it. Your business is going to keep growing even with you not there. Now, here's an interesting quote. There's nothing better than making a living while making a difference in the lives of people. At ASEA, we say you need to believe, belong, become. It's not just income. The outcome is becoming someone you want to be and living the lifestyle you want. So thank you very much. I'm going to go back to the live broadcast. So again, if you want to join, go to my website, www.redox, that's R-E-D-O-X, sleep, SLEEP.com. You can watch some videos there. If you're an athlete, go to Redox Sport, REDOX, SPORT.com, and watch some of the sporting videos there. On the sports site, I've got testimonials from athletes all over America who claim this is the greatest thing they've ever discovered. As I mentioned earlier, I can tell you this is in use in professional sports all over the place. It's totally non-toxic. It's not a drug, and it will not counteract any drugs you take. So it's not doping. It is just helping people restore their health and regain their energy and find more strength in everything they do. So I urge you to go to the website today, give it a try. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned is there's a money-back guarantee. If you try ASEA, and that could be either 4 bottles for $120 as a distributor, or 4 tubes of Renew. Renew goes for $35 a tube. If you start with those 4 tubes or 4 bottles or a combination, and you try it for a month and you say, I just don't like it, I don't think it's working, send the empties back, you'll get your money back, including shipping. ASEA believes so strongly in the quality of these products, they'll let you try it risk-free. Now, will they give it to you free? No, I'm sorry. Just like you can't go into a restaurant and order a meal and say, well, if I like it, I'll pay you. No, you got to buy it, but it's worth it. If you want change in your life, if you have medical issues that are not getting better through normal care, and you want to try some alternative medicine, this is the most remarkable thing you will ever see and feel and experience in your life. So thank you again. My name is Randall Patala. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. If you'd like to call me to talk about this, you can reach me on my cell, 615-293-1012. You can send me an email, randall@redoxsport.com, or just go to the website, either one, redoxsport.com or redoxsleep.com, and click the join button or click to watch videos. If you want to just see more about the entire company, go to amazingmolecules.com, and you will see anything you want to learn about this product, tons of research. This is documented, this is real, it's happening. So thank you again for watching. Have a good day.